Judge, presiding over the climate change case. Humanity versus negligence. Let the courtroom come to order. Today we address one of the most pressing crimes of our time. Not just against our nature, but against our very future. Climate change.
The prosecution may begin.
Thank you, Your Honor. Your Honor, the only thing rising faster than the global temperature is the excuses. While glaciers melt, our industries party like it's 1990. We are here to show how greedy, negligence, and unaccountable development has triggered by climate emergence. We will present facts, voices, victims, people whose lives are being torn apart by the climate they didn't break. And while industries profit, it's the common people who suffers. Ask farmer, ask the young youth facing heat waves during exam. This is not fiction, this is fact. Our constitution promises right to life. Does that life include choking on polluted air and drinking poisoned water? Your Honor, we are not against development. We demand responsible development. One that can sustain, not one that sacrifices. Your Honor, climate change is not just about temperature. It's about livelihood, displacement, extinction. We demand accountability, not just acknowledgement. The earth cannot be repaired by the press releases. Thank you, my lord.
Now the defense may proceed.
Your Honor, while my friend here cry fire, they forget the science also brings the extinguisher. Industries are not a villains in a Marvel movie. We create jobs and yes, we will lead in a green innovation. We will show the efforts industry have taken, emission cuts, afforestation, carbon trading, and yes, renewable energy investment. Climate change is real, but the blame game won't be solved it. The petitioner romanticizes the past, how far we have come. Would they rather go back to candle and bullet cards? We admit our share of mistake, but the blame game won't be solved it. Your Honor.
We shall now hear the testimonies. Call your witness.
Thank you, my lord. Now my learned friend will continue with the further submission.
Thank you, Your Honor. We call our first witness a climate scientist who will explain about unpredictable weather. Ms. Raksha Patel. So, Ms. Raksha, are you also affected by climate change? How does it affect farming?
Yes, everyone is affected by climate change. Earlier, the seasons would arrive on time. Now, it's either drought or flood. Crops either get scorched or drowned. Farmers' life has no longer detected by the calendar, but by the mood of the sky.
Ms. Raksha, how has this change impacted on the income and food security of a farmer?
Earlier, farmers stored grains for months to borrow to buy food. Now, it's like nature turned its back on us. Your Honor, additionally, I would like to say that Article 21 of our Constitution guarantees the right to life, and Supreme Court has repeatedly held the right to health environment. Your Honor, it's not a favor from a state, it's a fundamental right.
Thank you, ma'am. Your voice echoes the pain of millions.
Now the defense may proceed for cross-examination.
Thank you, my lord. So, Miss Raksha, I guess you know that we are 130 crores in a number.
Yes,
So, can only farming may provide employment or livelihood to all of us?
absolutely not.
So, can you imagine your life without electronic items, fastest mode of transportation, and latest communication skills?
No, in today's scenario, it's quite not possible. I admit that all these things are not luxury, but the basic needs of today's life.
You may go now.
Thank you.
Your Honor, we are fully in favor of our farmer and deeply respect their contribution to the nation. But our nation is progressing because every sector has provided significantly to its growth. Imposing excessively strong regulations on the industry may lead to the large-scale unemployment, which is also a burning and painful issue of our society. So, Your Honor, the development must be inclusive and balanced. Thank you, Your Honor.
Now the petitioner may proceed with further testimonies.
I would like to call Mr. Devendra Divedi.
Thank you, my lord.
Mr. Devendra, as a spokesperson of industry, are you aware that your company's annual carbon emission is increased by 12% in comparison to last year?
Yes, I am aware of that figure. The increase is linked a one-time expansion of manufacturing capacity to meet urgent market. This demand including the production of eco-friendly products. Importantly, we have invested in advanced carbon capture technology that will offset this spike with the next 2 years.
Thank you, Devendra, for sharing. You may go now. Let's not pretend greenwashing is same as green effort. Planting trees after bulldozing forest, it's not balance, it's betrayal. Your Honor, data is damning. Emissions have increased nearly since the promises of parents. Climate change, it's not coming, it's here. And it's not waiting for policy papers. Thank you, my lord. Now my learned friend Kanak Dabe will proceed with further submission.
Your Honor, if this was a crime scene, the industrial fingerprint would be everywhere. Deforestation, carbon emission, chemical dumping, you name it. The earth was not a landfill, yet we have turned it into one. And what worse, most of the burden fall on the poor. The rich pollute, the poor perish. Your Honor, evidence is not in the courtroom, it's outside. Cracked fields, parched rivers, dying biodiversity. Responsibility must fall where the damage began. And this is unchecked industrial greed. That's all from my side, Your Honor.
Court acknowledges these statements. Now the defense may proceed.
Thank you, my lord. Unlike my esteemed colleague, we don't shouting fire without acknowledging who built the hose. Yes, industries emit carbon, but we also innovate. Solar, wind, hydro, electric vehicles, green buildings. You can't see those on posters, do you? Moreover, regulations exist, penalties exist. Corporate responsibility is no longer a joke, it's a budgeted reality. Blaming industry alone is simplistic. Let's not forget consumption drive production. Every unnecessary car rides, every plastic bottles are not all come from smokestack, Your Honor. Innovation is not accidental, it's intentional. And industry is investing billions in sustainability. We agree there is damage. But instead just pointing fingers, why not joining hands and fix what's broken? Balance is key. If you demand zero emission today, you will have to accept zero employment tomorrow. That's all, Your Honor.
What I see is a courtroom filled with truth, facts, fear, and fire. A fire we have all held to the lights. Climate action isn't a party you skip. It's a reality knocking on everyone's door. Industries must regulate, governments must enforce, citizens must adapt, and youth, you must lead. The right to clean and healthy environment is a fundamental right under Article 21. This code directs that all the parties should follow the mandates of the Environment Protection Act 1986, the Air Prevention and Control of Pollution Act 1981, the Water Prevention and Control of Pollution Act 1974, and honor the polluter pays principle. Climate justice isn't a charity, it's a legal obligation. This code doesn't pronounce guilt on one, but duty on all. Court adjourned.